Quaker Instant Grits for a great southern meal even in the north. Portion pack or family pack with four spout.
Kofi, hey bro. Money be calling me, yo, while my bitch be nagging. I rather grit. Used to be broke, but I'm trying to get rich right now. I just wanna be big rich. Money be calling me, yo, while my bitch be nagging. I rather grit. Used to be broke, but I'm trying to get rich right now. I just wanna be big rich. Money be calling me, yo, while my bitch be nagging. I rather grit. Used to be broke, but I'm trying to get rich right now. I just wanna be big rich. Money be calling me, yo, while my bitch be nagging. I rather grit. Used to be broke, but I'm trying to get rich right now. I just wanna be big rich. Money be calling me, yo, while my bitch be nagging. I rather grit. Used to be broke, but I'm trying to get rich right now. I just wanna be big rich.
What's good? What's good? What's good? You know what's going on. It's time for that Culture for the Streets, hosted by Mafia and Paint. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, ding the notification bell, stay posted. Don't leave about the trap till you've been served. Anyway, we finna serve y'all today. I was supposed to do this a few days ago, but I got busy. But we gonna put y'all on game today. If y'all, for the ones that ain't up on game already, we gonna put y'all on game today. But yeah, yeah, you right, Black. For sure they is. This whole Fed app thing, I don't think people know how bad it is, but we gonna get right into it. Instead of me talking, I'm gonna let y'all tell you what's going on and just, fill in some blanks, type shit.
Or the number of his name. You might be asking what China is doing that is setting the world for the fulfillment of the prophecy about quote and unquote no buying and selling. Now let's have a look at what China is doing and how it is linked to this prophecy.
Well, China is pushing ahead into a cashless society. It's creating a new digital currency to replace paper money and coins. It will also give the Communist Party total knowledge of how the Chinese people are spending their money. And that opens the door for unprecedented government control. George Thomas has the story.
The Chinese were the first in the world to invent paper money back in the 7th century. Now, more than 1,400 years later, China is again on the cusp of creating a new form of government currency that some say could pose a serious economic threat to America and the West.
China is about to launch one of the most revolutionary financial projects in the world.
They're not cryptocurrencies. They're not so-called stable coins. In effect, they are the national physical currency of a country, just represented in a digital form.
Eric Bethel is the former U.S. executive director of the World.
Any painter can paint, but only CertaPro painters come with power. The power of dialing up
World Bank.
Bitcoin near record highs, crossing 23,000.
He says while the world fixates on private cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin,
but the digital yuan isn't a payment system, it's actual money.
Beijing is busy building a digital version of its own currency, the yuan, also known as the renminbi, to control its citizens and eventually threaten the dominance of the US dollar.
They've pretty much created all of the building blocks that will allow a central bank digital currency to flourish.
And Yahya Fanusi, a former economic and counterterrorism analyst in the CIA, says China's goal is to replace cash with a digital currency that's controlled by the communist government's central bank.
China has said for a while that it expects to pretty much be a cashless society in the future. So the idea is that cash notes, coins will no longer be around and that people will be using digital currency that's going to be in their wallets.
That digital currency will also be issued by the government bank, allowing what Congressman Michael McCaul, the top Republican on the House Foreign Affairs Committee, says is unprecedented access to people's financial transactions.
This will give them data on behavior, on how they spend.
And giving Beijing the power to track that spending in real time.
There will be a point where the People's Bank of China is going to be able to peer inside of every single transaction that everyone does 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Which means if you are a human rights activist or a Christian, authorities can now use this new technology to punish you if you engage in activities they consider anti-government.
This technological ability is something that the government has never had before. It always had to go to companies to say, okay, cut off this person. Now, the Chinese government, I think, with sort of the proverbial flip of a switch, can make people fall in line by cutting off their access to money.
Eventually, U.S. and other foreign companies doing business in China will be required to use the government's new digital currency payment system.
There's a competitive issue. There are, I'd say, even cybersecurity issues, privacy issues. You're handing over your data to the Chinese Communist Party by participating in this digital currency system.
The U.S. dollar is the world's dominant reserve currency. China's renminbi is number 8. Beijing's ambition is to eventually supplant the dollar's global dominance with the digital yuan.
The big concern is internationally, especially for the U.S., is in the long term, this is an important step. This is what I would call a fintech, a financial technology development. And the issue is that China is thinking decades in advance. It's not thinking about the next 2 to 3 years, per se.
In June, the communist government handed out more than $6 million worth of its digital currency to its citizens as part of a series of trials around the country. The first kicked off in Beijing, allowing residents there to use 2 government bank apps to test digital payments. China then plans to make its big digital currency splash at the 2022 Beijing Winter Olympics. Now that the world's largest authoritarian regime has launched this first-of-a-kind sovereign digital currency, some in the U.S., like Congressman Mike Waltz, worry Beijing will use this form of payment to also skirt economic sanctions.
The Chinese government convinces countries like Burma, Iran, North Korea,
They the ones that's gonna have to live in what's going on, bro. And you might not give a fuck about what's going on with this whole situation, but the kids gonna have to live through it. You didn't basically live your life, but your kids gonna have to struggle through this struggle. And if you didn't teach them how to survive in this type of transition in life that we finna go through, like, people don't understand COVID was like an alley-oop to the whole change of a lot of shit that's going on. And because of that, we seeing a cycle of other things starting to go on. Now look at the money, how they playing with the money and they trying to change currency to a way where they can control everything. The shit getting spooky. So if your kids our kids, I'm gonna say our kids, because we all got kids. So if our kids grow up and they don't know, they don't know about none of this, how they gonna maintain in a society that's trying to be controlled a certain type of way? They already getting rid of religion in a lot of ways. And you can't do this and you can't do that and you can't say this. Like, nigga, now they controlling how everybody spend their money. They already got everybody on tracking devices. For those who don't know, nigga, if you got the cell phone with you everywhere you damn go, nigga, you got a tracking device on you. So nothing you ever do in life is not being tracked. You don't have no more privacy, whether you think you do or not. It's no privacy no more. They taking everything away. So you know what I'm saying? To the hustlers in the street that's been stacking their money for 10 summers and ain't did nothing with it, man. It's the time to be doing something with your money so your money can work for you. Make sure you survive through these storms that's coming, because there's a whole bunch of shit going on, man. We already having to spend money on water because we can't drink out the faucet. And nigga, I've been buying 2-3 cases of water like every week because I'm not cooking with it. I'm not making no Kool-Aid out the faucet. It's a whole bunch of shit going on, and people just worried about what the famous people doing. Don't nobody give a fuck about how they finna struggle. They just think about for right now. But nigga, okay, nigga, in the future, your motherfucking ass gonna be struggling. And if you struggling, your family gonna struggle. So you better structure and build your foundation as sturdy as you fucking can at this moment, because the way these folks are sitting behind these doors, having these meetings and making shit change with niggas having no knowledge to what's going on, they not gonna suffer. We gonna suffer. They rich as fuck. We ain't nowhere close to that. We gonna suffer. So all this, I'm living my best life, taking these flights and all this old stupid ass shit everybody doing. Y'all better be starting to get smart with y'all fucking money, man. Y'all better start getting smart with y'all fucking money, or your kids gonna pay for it. Not you, but your fucking kids gonna pay for it, man. They changing the way life work around this bitch, like the Matrix, nigga. We walk around binge watching shit that don't even fucking matter, nigga. Go look up the truth sometime. Go binge watch the fucking truth sometime, so you can understand how you walking around programmed and hypnotized by a whole bunch of lies. And then when shit start happening, you panicking because you ain't gonna know how to deal with the shit because you ain't fucking prepared. Just like they did with COVID. COVID hit, everybody got to stay in the house. Motherfuckers went out and bought 17,000 rolls of toilet paper, water, stacked up food, and all kind of crazy shit. They gave everybody money. Nobody saved it. They took trips because the plane tickets was cheaper and vacations and hotels was cheaper. The dumbest shit. Niggas had fun in the crisis. We the stupidest motherfuckers on the world. You know what I'm saying? White folks wasn't doing that like that unless they was rich. We be $1,200 to our name. Just because the flight $50, hotel gonna be $70, and we can probably go kick it for $300 more. We gonna take the trip in a crisis. Motherfuckers getting sick on airplanes, running through the motherfucking airport coughing, and you trying to go live your best. We retarded as fuck. We retarded as fuck for real. Now they changing the way money move. Motherfuckers still ain't paying attention. They gonna be out just blowing it, flexing, paying for pussy, all kind of weird ass shit. And then when this shit hit, everybody walking around losing hair, stressing, looking 40 years older than what they is because they don't know how to deal with the fucking way life changing. Don't blame nobody but you for being stuck in place and stagnant, nigga, because at the end of the day, nigga, they show us all the time how they changing this shit. We just acting like we don't give a fuck. So we the ones always end up at the bottom of the situation because, nigga, we ain't fucking paying attention. We worry about Kanye, Kim Kardashian, and all these motherfuckers more than we worry about us, nigga. And them motherfuckers rich. In case of a crisis, these billionaire motherfuckers gonna be straight. We gonna be outside trying to figure it out, killing people, stealing from other people, panicking, the world in an uproar because we not fucking rich. We can't go build no bunker. We don't got millions of dollars for our kids to survive, and nigga, none of that. So in this situation, I'm talking about all of us, nigga. Every fucking one of us. But I'm gonna leave y'all with that shit in this good morning because I got some other shit to do. I gotta roll up me some blunts. I got to smoke. I gotta get myself. I got shit to do. But tap in with us, man. It's time for that Culture for the Streets. Make sure if you in here, hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel, man. We racing the 10K, man. We trying to get there in the next couple weeks. But anyway, man, everyday content dropper. Don't leave up out the trap till you've been served. And the latch always out the door around this motherfucker, man. We out.
Somebody like me. Somebody like me is supposed to have a dream. Since 14 years old, I've been corrupted by these streets. 7 kids, they all gotta eat though, right? I swear I've seen so much pain it's hard to even sleep at night. This lifestyle just ain't right. I mean, can you blame me? Because at the time I didn't know right. But now with the knowledge, it's my fault if I don't grow. So I choose to grow. I choose to let my community and my people know that every day you choose not to live, you die slow.